Okay, so this is 6 by 18, and I have an idea for a chaos pour with some negative space. And I actually have 2 of these, and they're both prepped. And I'm gonna do the first one first and then see if I still feel like I want to make a diptych out of it. So we're gonna start there. I'm gonna continue with some greens, mostly because I love them, but also because I had some left over. So let's use them up. Let's do it. So I'm gonna use a little of this light olive, or it's called pale olive. So first I'm gonna cover so we're gonna do a chaos with some blues and greens. I got phthalo blue, Prussian blue. I've got this Modern Masters Sapphire, which is a metallic, and I've got some phthalo blue. And this is actually just a mix of Liquitex, Hunter's Green, and gold. And then I'm gonna add gold. All right, here we go. Uh-oh, that was not mixed well. Alright, well, they don't call it chaos for nothing. It does feel a little chaotic, does it not? But here we go. Oh, it's really pretty. There's still a lot of paint on here. So I think what I might do is, for now, I'm going to move it to over off camera, and then I'm gonna definitely do the second one. I'll do it in the opposite direction, and then let this one sit a bit before I try to move it. Okay, so now I want it to go this way. So start off the same with our negative space there. Oh, I've got to be careful. The paint on the ground is not pure base. Oh, no, that's not big. Okay. Now I got to remember how I layered it before. Not that it matters that much, because again, chaos. But I know I started with phthalo green, and I got to remember that this one I want to blow in that direction. So I'm going to get a little phthalo green in here. And then I probably jumped right to Prussian and blue. And put some of this in here. Just go a little heavy-handed on the other one. I don't have that much left. I need to scrape it and use it off, so that I have about as much in here as I had in there. Believe it or not, if I scrape all this, it'll really be close to the same. Wow. I like that color. I'll mix that again. It was very simple. It was like pretty much half and half. Hooker's green and gold. Really nice. Okay, so what haven't I done yet? Okay, let's do a little of the sapphire, which I think I had done sooner in the piece, in the other piece, but and then some olive deep. And some gold. And we're gonna top it off with some Prussian. It's a lot of paint again, but and some white. Oh, I'm running out of light. I have more, just not in the jar. Where'd my white go? Oh, here it is, hiding underneath the color wheel. I don't want to pour it out of here. I wanted it more like I had it out of the. Okay. Just put that over there. Okay. Alrighty, here we go. Give it a little pop. I know, I'm doing it again. Too much paint, right? I like it. I like it. Okay, well, as you probably could tell, my camera died, but luckily we got pretty much through most of it. The only thing I just did was fix my sides and just a little bit of mouth blowing at the corners. So here they are. I'm really loving them. I am not going to try to move them, flip them, this one over there and this one over there, because they're so wet. But I initially kind of envisioned that this one would be on this side, and now I'm not entirely sure, but I'm going to let them dry and we'll see. So we can maybe take a little bit of look, since I've took you down anyway. We can go in and get a little close up. There are some really lovely cells, and I am really loving that Liquitex Basics green and gold combination. That one really really made a great accent in here in this piece. So both of them have this great like turquoisey blue at the top in a very light way, and then it moves down into the darker blues and the fun green. Of course, I didn't get as much of that green gold in this piece over on this side, but I think it's okay. I do love that color. I am for sure going to be mixing up some more of that. Okay. We'll see these when they're dry, and we'll decide which way they go. Do they go like this, or do they go the opposite? Okay. All right, here's our final results. For now, I've hung them this way, and I'm gonna switch them up and let me know what you think. And now I have them this way. I think I like them better the other way. Let me know what you think. Let's take a closer look. These have also been varnished. This one I put a satin varnish on, so it's a little less sheen than the blue one that we just saw in the last video. And this one is, these are very pretty. So that's my little diptych, and let me know which direction you like it in, the first way or the second way.
When we wake, hear the birds and see